Okay, good, thank you. Unfortunately, my presentation is in English, as my German studies haven't still finished, so I feel a little bit more confident when I speak in English. And I'm originally Estonian, but working for the company which is established, or for a startup company which is established in Berlin. But despite this, we have most of the engineering team based in Tallinn in Estonia, in Estland. And for a quick introduction, we do everything related to the Internet of Things for the bicycle and scooter industry. So a quick agenda. I will make you a quick introduction into Comodule, about the product, what we offer for the industry. I will tell you briefly about the autonomous bike prototype, and I'll tell you what's the future to become. Quick introduction into Comodule. So we consider ourselves as experts of connectivity. Very often we do custom developments for electric bicycle and scooter companies in the area of cloud applications, smartphone applications, Bluetooth connectivity, cellular connectivity, GPS tracking, etc. But in many cases, we also deliver turnkey connectivity solution. We've got a smart and agile team. The management team or the founding team of the company was selected as by famous magazine called Forbes as one of the future leaders of the world in the area of Forbes 30 under 30. And the founding team, including we used to build electric race cars before we started this venture. And today it's 15 of us working for the company. We've got a very strong support. We've got a venture capital investment from high-tech Gründer funds and a couple of other angel investors. And despite the short history, we have already proven that we are able to build award-winning technology by winning Eurobike Gold Award last year at the Eurobike. Now you may ask that, okay, we do connectivity and the Internet of Things for the electric bicycles and electric scooters, and you might ask, okay, why we have focused on this light electric vehicles or light e-mobility? So this is a quick introduction or quick background story. So because of heavy urbanization, World Health Organization have reported that today 1 out of 8 premature deaths are caused by heavy air pollution. And because of that, United Nations have stated that the biggest challenge for the mankind in 21st century is managing urban areas. And because of that, light electric vehicles have become one of the most important vehicle segment of the 21st century. Therefore, electric bicycles, scooters, and motorcycles. And there's already 38 million of them sold annually combined in Europe and US. And as today we have here a lot of companies from the automotive supply chain, it's clear that also companies in the automotive industry have realized that the future might be something different. And here is also a small graph representing how the bicycle production during the last 50 years have already surpassed the production of cars. So now I'm starting with an introduction what we do at Comodule, a little bit more in detail. So as briefly already told, we do connected vehicle technology. And in order to discuss or describe what is the connected vehicle technology and why it's useful, I always, in many cases, I've tried it to describe from different angles, but describing it from a perspective of Tesla have been the most successful one, I would say, because of two reasons. because Tesla is a very successful company and have been very quickly to the market and have been very kind of disrupting the automotive industry. And also Elon Musk, the CEO of the company, have stated that one of the success factors for Tesla have been the fact that all the cars are connected, and thanks to the connectivity, they can do different things. For example, they gather all the data from the streets, and they use it first of all for technical analysis for engineers to understand how to build better products, but they also do usage analysis in order to understand how and when people interact with the vehicle. And this eventually ends up with better products tailored for the customer. Something completely unheard in the industry, what they have done is, for example, that they prolonged the battery warranty while people were already using the cars. They prolonged the battery warranty from 5 years to 8 years because the data which they had gathered, they saw that the batteries are behaving better than they expected. Something, again, completely unheard in the industry before is that they can do software updates over there. This means shorter product development timeline. They can allow end users to do actually the final testing of the product, and they can do bug fixing while users are still riding the car, which the step which requires quite a lot of encouragement from their side, obviously. But with the software updates, they can introduce also new features like better acceleration or new dashboard design or even autonomous driving features. So, and what we do, we bring the same connectivity technology layer to the light electric vehicle industry, to the bicycles, scooters, and motorcycles, which eventually also comes to the end users. So now a little bit more in detail how we do it. So everything to make the products connected, everything starts from the basis of everything is hardware or the electronics. So that's the picture of this electronics here in my hand, and this is integrated into the vehicle during the development or during the manufacturing process. Or it could be also integrated into any other vehicle component like batteries, displays, or motors, or motor control units. This piece of electronics has a GSM connectivity so that it can connect to the cellular network. It has a GPS connectivity so the bicycle can be tracked, and it also has a Bluetooth connectivity so that end users can connect to the bicycle. And as this one has a cellular connectivity, and it has a capability to gather all the information from the vehicle communication interface like CAN bus. It gathers all the information from CAN bus and from other different sensors and sends it up to the cloud platform for technical analysis for the manufacturer to understand how to build better products in order to manage, for example, the warranty process or to manage the service process, because it allows direct contact over the cloud to the customer and to the vehicle. And also we can allow manufacturers to send direct marketing notifications or messages from this platform to the smartphone application. And the smartphone application is connected to the bike also directly over the Bluetooth connection by allowing two-way communication, for example, changing the assist level, turning the lights on and off, gathering different information from the bike, changing motor configuration parameters, etc. And there's a lot of use cases what we can provide for the end user. And also all the same information can be mirrored here on the smartwatch. So all in all, providing more values, more features and use cases for the end consumers, helping to generate more after sales for the dealers, helping to decrease costs and on product development and warranty management for the manufacturer, and also we can do some cool things for the fleet managers and for the sharing operators by allowing tracking and tracing and a couple of other features based on big data and data gathering. So this is what we do usually. Sometimes we supply some part of this product. Sometimes we consult companies. Sometimes we deliver the whole turnkey connectivity solution. But our end goal, however, is also to help manufacturers to come out from this very traditional, old-fashioned value chain. So this is how the value chain looks like today. That there is component suppliers, motors, batteries, brakes, wheels, etc., supplied to the manufacturers. They assemble everything together, build a big brand around it, and then sell it to the dealers, and then dealers sell it to the end customers. But this one here is usually where the story ends. And what we have learned while talking to different companies is that they miss the communication link with the end consumer, that they don't get any direct feedback. So this is what we see how the value chain might look like in the future, when all the devices are connected, so that the connected device and the customer is in the center, and all the counterparts of the value chain, they're leveraging on the direct contact with the customer, and also allowing them to introduce not only new features, but also to engage into new types of concepts like leasing and sharing, etc. And eventually, what is a very long-term future might be is also vehicle to infrastructure communication and interaction with other connected vehicles or devices. So, for example, that if eventually all the devices are connected, this might make the traffic more safer by allowing all the vehicles to communicate with each other. So that's a background story what we do. I told that we believe that the future of bikes is electric, and I believe, at least in many areas, and I believe all of us are here today because we believe that. But at the same time, what we might ask pragmatic question: what is the future of electric bikes? So we are a rather young startup company. We used to do a lot of engineering service before, and last year, before the Eurobike, we decided that we go there alone as well, meaning that we will exhibit there, and we decided that okay, we would need to get some media attention and to generate some buzz around us, and so that other companies would be more aware of us and what we do. So then we decided to build what is again completely unheard, maybe before, but what we called the first ever autonomous electric bicycle. So this is controlled. This is controlled by the smartphone, which actually means so that if you turn the smartphone, then the vehicles turn, and it can drive alone. And you can take your bicycle, for example, for a walk, or if you're bored, you can let your bicycle to drive in circles around you. So this is a very brief overview of the, let's say, smartphone controlled, or what we call the autonomous bike, what we built for the Eurobike to generate some media attention. Just a very brief overview. We got a bicycle, or the bicycle is from Berlin company called Veleon. The rear motor is from Heinzmann. We used normal industrial motor to turn the wheels, and use the motor controller from ASI, from Accelerated Systems, and PWM controller to control the motor, etc. But the whole goal of the thing was to show that if one has this thing in the bicycle, this thing can be used already for a lot of things. And the next step might be that we introduce a software update, which means that which introduces autonomous driving features. And if in the beginning we thought that it's a little bit risky and maybe even a little bit stupid idea to develop something like that, the whole event that at the Eurobike was very successful, because we gathered a lot of media attention. Started with Spiegel Online, and then continued with a lot of different publications. And then after Eurobike, not only media picked it up, but also we got calls from very different companies. So started getting calls from very different companies. So first of all, one company who is developing technology to supply food, to do the last mile delivery for the food, he asked us whether this bike could be used to deliver food as a last mile delivery. Then, okay, this is a little bit more future looking, but also it might be cool if you take your sharing bike and then you drive to your destination, and then it drives back alone. Then we got a call from one post company who was also interested in the let's say autonomous driving features, and the example use case for them was that post workers very often need to walk from one post station to another, but they would like to get a bicycle following them when they walk from one place to another, so that they wouldn't need to push the bike always. Then we got a request from France cleaning company. They were interested in who are carrying all the cleaning equipment on the bike, so that the bike could follow them when they are cleaning the roads. Then there is a possibilities in the disabled biking area, and also one of the ideas was that to look for to use the bicycles or semi-autonomous bicycles for tasks which are very dangerous for the people. For example, looking mines, because bicycles today are quite are not expensive equipment to use for that kind of things. Then a couple of months after we showed the prototype at the Eurobike, there came out a company called Starship, and they're doing basically a similar thing what is related to the last mile delivery. They built a robot, and all the food equipment can be put into there, and then it drives to people home to deliver them a pizza. But another company which contacted us, they had an idea that this could be the same way the bicycle. Also, there's a similar company which is doing a cooperation with DHL and Lithuanian startup developing the similar thing. This picture is very bad here, but in addition there is a MIT, one of the world's greatest technical university, and they have also built a prototype for very similar free-wheeled electric bicycle which has autonomous driving features, and they revealed it this year, this February, I think, at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. So eventually different types of concepts started picking up, and this vehicle here on the picture, this also allows so people sit on there so that it could drive autonomously, but it could be also used for parcel delivery. So all in all, we do connectivity for different kinds of light electric vehicles and deliver a whole connectivity platform, which might be even used to build autonomous vehicles. So thank you, and waiting for your questions. I don't know.